Natalia has a regular job. She never took drugs. She lives a regular life. She didn't know her former boyfriend used dirty needles to inject heroin. Now she's carrying HIV, the virus that causes AIDS.
Most people think that this problem doesn't concern them. They think that HIV is far removed from their reality, that drug addicts are second-class people. You can be HIV positive, you can look good, have a job even. But if your friends or colleagues find out, they may stop communicating with you.
Today, as many as 1.3 million people in the Russian Federation, that's around 1 in every 100 Russians, have HIV. And on average, some 200 new infections are being registered every day. Russia's AIDS research agency says the crisis isn't being taken seriously enough.
If we had 200 cases of diarrhoea at a children's camp, the country's head sanitation doctor would fly out immediately to save them. It would be frightening. Governors would run, helicopters would fly, the police would search for the source of the infection, prosecutors would get to work. But here, we are seeing that there is a complete indifference to this situation.
While the government provides free medicine, agencies like the UN believe fewer than half of people eligible for treatment are getting it. Some choose not to take medication, others lack access or support. Sasha, who is herself HIV positive, runs an informal help and exchange program.
We see our friends which can't get in time the treatment because they have to wait for that, and we see the situation. Yes, the state is buying, but that's not a good thing that so much money is still spent on that.
In other words, activists believe government spending isn't value for money. At protests like this, they blame corruption and the pharmaceutical giants. If the cost of drugs comes down, the argument goes, budgets can be better spent on treatment, support and prevention. Ordinary women like Natalia now make up part of an extraordinary statistic. Over 40% of new infections are women. What it shows is that far from being confined to certain groups, HIV will continue to spread with this infection rate into the general population. Forestier-Walker, Al Jazeera, Moscow.